pocket. He had to move around, trying to get it downfield. Incomplete.
On second down, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Stay on point.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target.
I didn't get the 21 old body, but
they'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this.
He's trying to say I don't know how to throw the ball. I ain't just bomb you for like a 80-something yard play last game.
And it's for minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try
everything. I'm giving you them hands. I'm doing what you do.
You can wall him off. He's a really sharp, intelligent
I'm doing what you do, nigga. Yeah, I mean.
To connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at 3rd and 8.
Yep.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out. And they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
They hating on me right now. That's all good. I'm used to it.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin.
Get it. As long as we get it. I don't care. Let's go. As long as we get it.
Stalled off that drive.
Yeah.
Now they've got to adjust their defense. Reward their defense a little bit.
Be on point, maybe.
Flushed out right. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah.
We crispy out here right now.
That's the exact right throw. Either no receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Bro. We crispy. we crispy, baby. We sharp right now, huh?
Brings it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Yeah, I just have a tendency of not staying sharp. That's all.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for a loss of 10.
That was my fault right there. See, I wasn't crispy that play.
He should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Oh, but I'm crispy here, though. Nope, I'm crispy. Stay sharp, baby.
At least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs.
All correct.
Pick up 5 or 6.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, when we fought these two defenses, they might come to play. One is already come to play as safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And now out comes Houston. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball for that.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On second down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I'm crispy. I'm so crispy, baby. Yeah. Yo. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Yeah. Are you watching, bro?
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Bruh, I'm crispy, nigga.
And it brings up 4.
I'm crispy, boy. I'm telling you. Don't get me in my bag, nigga. Don't get me in my bag, nigga. I'm telling you.
Every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt.
Straight football, too, nigga. Straight football.
And that'll carry over the back line of
the
end zone
field
for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time, one play interception.
I'm playing with you right now.
They should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with
You heard what I said.
because a one-play drive where you throw an
I'm
interception.
playing you like chess right now. I see everything you doing.
Don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling it
This is
over.
gonna be. You might want to quit now, bro.
Starting very
This
nicely.
is gonna be ugly by the end of the
On
game.
any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw
It's
the
gonna be
football.
ugly,
Nice
bro.
first down.
To throw is Watson, escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be
And
second
you
and a
gonna run to
couple.
the right?
I think the last 2 plays really
Yeah,
illustrate
audible,
how
nigga.
difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can.
That nigga, how fast is that nigga, bro?
First catch there for
How
Thomas.
fast?
It's a
How
first
fast
down.
is that nigga?
As a general
Bruh.
offensive
Oh
lineman
my
like to know
god,
where
bro. The
the
nigga
quarterback's
chasing
going
him
to
with a
be when he's setting up
95
to throw
speed,
the football.
95
Sometimes they just
acceleration.
have to get on
And
the
he
run,
couldn't get
get on
no.
the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10
Okay.
at the
I
42-yard
like it.
line.
Punch me back, nigga. Keep me woke, nigga. Yeah, I bet.
Operating from the gun.
Yeah. Keep me woke, nigga. Keep me woke, nigga.
Interception.
Yeah, I was locked in. That was a good play. That was just a good play.
By Deion Jones,
Yeah, I mean, I can't even.
and he will return this one
Yeah,
to
man.
the 30-yard line.
I can when I'm locked in.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. When you think about it, do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot.
You're angry. You're a defensive guy. If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now, wanting to really take you on.
Now Ryan on second down. Looking left side.
Bro, that should not be. He should not be coming clean right there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He should not be coming clean right there, boy. That should be blocked up
Is being able
properly.
to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Bro.
He's got Sanu. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree
We
as many
eating out
times as
here.
you want, get in sync,
Come on.
practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
Good play.
He's got the hook up. It's complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off. Usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really
Oh
nice
my
target.
God.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Good D, bro. You playing good D. I can't. Okay. I can't do nothing deep. I can't create nothing deep
That ball
right now.
had to be gotten rid of,
Okay.
otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Okay. We'll live and fight another drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Bruh.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time
I should have waited just a beat second because the heat didn't get there.
And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle.
I like the talk, nigga. I like it. I like it.
Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Keep talking. Keep talking, nigga.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his
Keep talking. I like it.
him now with a 3rd down situation.
Keep talking. I like it.
Watson on 3rd down. Gets around him.
This nigga don't fumble.
And that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
A play that should have been blown up, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro.
Lamar Miller taking it in from 40 yards out. And the Texans are in for
Oh my gosh, bro. Did you see me not bust that up in the backfield, bro? Overran it. Oh my God. Yes.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down,
I thought y'all had already had the top 10, though.
Bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise...
I'm saying, I thought y'all already had the top 10 already figured out.
Picked off at the 35, and his crew will take over
That what y'all got?
at the 35-yard
13 or
line.
whatever figured out?
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
I thought y'all already had it set.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Come back, come back.
I want to go ahead and let him be. Once he's not home, you know where everybody falling at.
This quarterback
come back.
12 of 18 throwing the ball, 80% so far. It's 1st and 10.
Come back.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And an alley to run. Open space inside the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Oh, my God. Timeout defensively by the Falcons.
Oh, my
As they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Richmond, Richmond.
Yeah.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Walk all that up.
Only
I
able
know
to
what
get
you
back
want to
a
do.
yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
As they start out 1st and 10.
Black 99 Philly. Richmond, Richmond.
Oh, my gosh.
On first down, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're starting through 4 in the first,
and this turns into a disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense, and the offense has nowhere to go with the
first time we got in on me,
dominating performance.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back. Richmond, Richmond. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Watson on first down. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Likely only time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A gain of 32 that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
21! 21!
Yeah, I got you.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
I'm full in effect now.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they have some options on 2nd and short.
Working those long hours and shit.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run up a bunch more plays.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Come back!
Let's go, nigga.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Toward the sidelines.
did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Come back, come back.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he's going to go down again.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now Watson throwing on third and long. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing,
you got to be quicker than that.
Rush the passer. They would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So out come the Falcons now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close.
Julio Jones all alone. Jones breaking touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 95 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is bring the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Tiger.
You scared, man?
Back now in Houston.
Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3.
You said what?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Out of the gun, Watson dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught to Demarius Thomas. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Back 22.
On 1st down, Watson. Underneath for Miller. Room to run inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Richmond. Down. Blue 80. Richmond.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Down. Green.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Yo, why do y'all keep saying smash?
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively.
And they ain't
stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they're talking about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he comes back with one complete. The 13 yards that time at a 1st. And when he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought, boy, this 3rd down play is going nowhere, but credit to him, able to pick up the 1st.
And all you righties who are watching the game at home, get out of your chair, get off the couch, move to your left.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And this nigga fumble, man.
They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over.
Pick that off.
They argue until they're running around. And we just had another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A lot of scrimmage again to 25, 2nd and 10.
Green the line. 2-jet.
Oh, I can't believe I blew that.
Being chased
I blew that.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Target. Come back.
Watson now throwing on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
You can put it in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Come back. Target.
Bruh, both of his feet was not in, my nigga. Bruh, why are they robbing me?
Throwing on first down. Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He was out there waving his arms. When you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space. They found the right spot for the completion.
And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
Throwing now, Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit.
Oh,
Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Watson now to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick, ball back, and then score again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
This game is shot the fuck out.
And it's a touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge. And someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved to him like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
21.
One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it flop. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season,
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.
You gone, Omar? I say you gone? Yeah. All right, send it.
Y'all got Lane? Anybody want Lane next? Nobody want Lane?
He been passed around too much. I don't want that. He stay on the stroll too much. He stay on the whole stroll too much.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On the gun, Smith. He's flushed and left. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Come back, come back.
To throw.
To throw is Watson on 1st down.
Got rid of
This
it.
one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
one of the feature points in the end round is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Uses the spin. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. first catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I'm bullshit.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Ryan.
He fumbles. Good guy, I'm back.
It's Freeman.
I had niggas open every time. I just was scared to pull the trigger.
66 yards.
You know, because ever since she told me that nigga was a 96, I've been hesitant. Or 90, whatever he is.
And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
To throw is Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Right. Can't beat the nigga for some reason at the end of the year. Crazy.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on.
I like this playbook, though.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that.
There's
but the NFL defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
What playbook are you using?
Bow tie, I meant just bow.
That West Coast?
Yeah.
Either way, you got it. I just went right past it.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Nah, I said good game. When I turned the ball over. No?
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal.
I noticed how I move the ball a lot easier when I pick a
We talk
different
all the time
playbook.
about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true
That's because of the
part
pressure,
linebacker,
though.
part cover guy.
And coming up,
But I was moving the ball easier.
Man,
It was that I was playing on the playbook.
He said, nigga, you had 3 turnovers.
Come back, come back.
to throw on second is Watson.
He was 70% completion. He only had a 98.7 passer. What are you talking about?
As a passer, he's trying to find that open window.
And how many sacks did you have?
How about this one?
That didn't have nothing to do with your coverage. It had everything to do with your pressure. Yeah, dude. That's where your interception came from. It was me getting hit as I'm throwing the ball. That's how you got your interception.
Trying to look downfield.
It's all good. But the plays, I was moving the ball. That's all I was saying.
No, not enough time.
I moved the ball a lot.
Forced that incompletion.
I had
Work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I had 285 yards, 2 touchdowns. Okay.
On 2nd and 10,
Yeah.
Watson.
Mine came because you pressed it.
And a 42-yard
It ain't like
line
your
here, down there.
pass
They'll
coverage.
wind up getting 4
That's
there
picking
on
it
its
up.
own, but it will leave them now with a 3rd down
Your
situation.
pressure, nigga. It's all good, man.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by
You had a hot load,
Jones, the
right?
linebacker. And they will set up shop at
Oh,
their own
man.
46-yard
It happens
line.
to it. The best of them.
Offensively, when you see
shit.
cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the
Oh,
football
fuck.
when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results.
I'm gonna be all right.
Interceptions.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take
I was trying to smoke you that game.
and open up a crease that they can
It
run
just
through.
got-
Didn't happen on that
It just
play.
got
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Now the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Nigga, hold up, no. The only reason why it's funny and it's irritating at the same time
A
is
shotgun
because
snap for
Steve
Watson.
know he ain't better than me, but
And here's
he's
another
but he's been on a win
first
streak
quarter.
lately. I don't know what it is.
Off around the
The nigga got my
27.
number right there.
Oh,
I don't
man,
know what it
Brandon, not a
is.
real good throw that time. It looked
But
like he tried
9
to put way
times
too
out
much
of
air
most
under this
years,
one,
I'm
and it
putting
turned into
hands
a
on this
floater.
nigga.
And defensively,
He
this is a
putting hands
dream.
on me
He
like
could've
that. I
caught
don't
that
know
one.
what it is.
That was way too easy.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there. And
Got
now
a
they
high
have
point
it
over them
first and
niggas.
goal.
They'll be picking shit.
21.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there.
All right, Steve.
2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's going to press this one forward. As
Madness
they stop
showing
it
you
right
mad
around
love
the
right
one.
now, bro. Because it's like you always have the momentum in the second half, and you're down every time. I don't understand it, bro. They just let you come back. It's like you
Alongside
know,
Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the
it's like your team just shifts gears or something, bro. And they be on
They've
steroids
been
in the
denied
second half.
touchdowns in the red zone
sorry.
twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Pressure's way different in the second half. I'm getting sacked all crazy. All them sacks came in the second half. They had like 10 sacks.
Fine defensively, and now that's
Get
going
out
to
of
bring
here,
up
bro.
a 4th and goal.
I'm off tomorrow,
Now, this
so I
feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Well, he is going to talk mad shit tomorrow, boy.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
Nigga,
They're
first
sort of
off,
seeing themselves spiral
bruh,
out
stop.
of
What was the
control.
score of the
Let's see if
last
they can
game?
get things back on track.
And this is where
Okay, that's not beating the shit out of me.
And really
No, I didn't, because I scored in
had
that.
one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch.
What was the score of that
This
game?
two-shell pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do
Nigga,
something
you're,
to make it pass.
bruh, you always beat me by 3.
Get themselves
Like, get out of here. And tell them last to you. Yeah, that's today. But normally, in the recent history, you've been beating me by 3.
Line of scrimmage.
We gonna see, bro. It's all good. You got it, though. You got it. You got it.
Going again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal. And we just saw him do it right there.
Wow.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tiger. Come back. Tiger.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that will be incomplete as well. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Yeah, I'm disappointed
like they
too.
were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his
hand
hand on that one.
You've been putting hands on me recently. I don't know what it is.
The offense staying out
Niggas
there.
just get nice at the end of the year for
4th
some
and
reason.
10.
I agree with that.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan.
Yeah, I'm about to get off
over the middle.
out of here.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan's going to give it to Freeman. He's to the 10, and he is into the end zone.
Looking outside. You've been beaten.
Devontae Freeman, 22 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Yeah, it was 14. It was 14-11. Shit, you turned around. That shit was 28-11. I'm like, what the fuck?
Up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive
Yeah, they wide open every time.
Sometimes they just make a joke.
Yeah. I can't cover 3 niggas at the same time.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away.
Bro, that first half, bro, did you see my offense, bro? I don't know why I couldn't do it in the second half. It's like I don't know. I get dazed.
You may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to
watch.
Stop couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
As soon as I stopped saying I was crispy, I wasn't crispy.
And the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Tiger. Richmond.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Woo.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed.
Oh, y'all streaming.
Wow. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot.
Yeah, shit, you've been doing that to me the whole game.
Does happen in the heat of battle.
Every time I touch the ball, you've been smacking.
This game continues to evolve in the NFL. You know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Omar running them type of routes I like.
Yeah.
You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast, it moves quickly on him. A lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it.
Did you throw that into the ground on purpose, Omar?
Touchdown, Houston. Demaryius Thomas from 10 yards out, and the Texans draw a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown.
That was a beautiful play design. I like that play. You see what that? Oh, okay.
That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam,
That's a dope play to run on the goal line. Okay.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
I learned something in 3 plays.
The ball, the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that wins games.
They go play action here on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now.
I be feeling like plays like that right there, you be having a chance to intercept that. But man, be trying to play.
Well, he got to put the cloud. The cloud gonna play that. And you don't put that cloud over, that shit gonna get burnt every time, because that deep blue is playing over the top already. It gotta come down at the finish.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Oh, no.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Oh. That's a good tackle right there. If he'd have missed that tackle, that was sick. Yeah, that was a touchdown saving tackle.
Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Thought you was going to hit Turkey.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
He did, though. That's crazy.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
That's users right there.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it.
How you thought I felt last game? How you think I feel?
Possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A handoff.
Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that.
And he is in the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
I'm at 20, though. I'm going to be deep in the lab, though. I got it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Watson operating from the gun. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Green the line. Green the line. 2 jet. 2 jet. 2 jet. 2 jet.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his target, Fuller.
He caught that?
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Caught that?
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Watson on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Richmond.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Watson now throwing on 3rd and long. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Tuesday.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Sanu. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3.
Who you picking, Omar?
3rd down.
Who you picking for 20?
Turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Yeah, you did say that.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Watson. Throw left side, complete. It's Griffin. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Lamar Miller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, there's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. From the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it at a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, in a great play for that defensive unit. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it. Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
To throw on second is Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play.
Richmond.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him when he's called upon. And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
Let's go. 21.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Man.
Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens?
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
But this what competitive mode is.
Houston.
I be trying to tell them that. Playing on that sim shit.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson dumps it complete to Millis. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Slap, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vic Beasley, able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. To throw is Watson. To throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Come back, come back. 45's the mic, 45's the mic.
Watson throwing on third and long. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
That's it, baby. That's it. Check.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bernardrick McKinney in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Left.
On second down, here's Ryan. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Dancing to his left. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Not going to work in 20. That's a crazy play. That's why
throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. And that is incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shift their guys free.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He goes underneath to Freeman. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. His throw incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
He's going to get it running right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And here now come the Falcons. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Reader in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying...